Hey guys, welcome to Australian Skies. If you've ever taken the pilgrimage out to the Nevada desert in search of Area 51, you would have undoubtedly stopped at the town of Rachel and maybe bought a road map or some UFO tourist merchandise from the Little Ale Inn. So it's no wonder that Australia's Pine Gap has its very own version, and I'd like to welcome you to the world of Wycliff Well. Situated almost 400 kilometres north of Pine Gap and Alice Springs, Wycliff Well feels like an abandoned theme park. The roadhouse's main facade is coated in flaky space blue paint and detailed with galaxies and exploding stars. There's a derelict train out the back, a lake, dozens of rusting alien-shaped mannequins and ruined sculptures, and inside there's a cavernous restaurant. Usually empty, its walls covered with hundreds of laminated UFO-related newspaper clippings with the white lettering above that reads, "Welcome to Wycliff Well, UFO Centre of Australia." Now, they are fighting words if I've ever heard them. Anyway, let's crack on. The UFO-themed Wycliff Well came from the original owner, Lou Farkas, who bought the roadhouse in 1985 and decided to expand it into a UFO-themed holiday park. The original owner explained that even though it was a business decision to theme the place as a UFO hotspot for passing tourists, there was already UFO activity in the area.
Well, according to scientific sort of reasoning behind it, there's sort of ley lines, these energy lines around the world, and we happen to be on the crossroads of them. So that's sort of one aspect. As far as the more up-to-date reasons for sightings, some of the sightings at the moment, I would say that we have a secret military base out west of us, and a lot of the sightings are actual human experiments. And then secondly, UFOs observing the experiments.
Allegedly, back in 1985, there was a 400-kilometre radio dead spot that would spread out from Alice Springs, putting Wycliff Well right on the edge. From time to time, radio operators from various bases, like the Jindalee network, would ring Lou at Wycliff Well to confirm a visual sighting or a weather condition, etc. And apparently this went on for a while. However, not surprisingly, once Lou started with the whole UFO-themed holiday park, the phone call stopped.
I mean, what I'm saying is the Pine Gap is monitoring what's happening out here. Forget about what's happening overseas. I mean, sure, it's got that capability. I mean, we've got Jindalee over Horizon Radar, who used to have these things on radar. All of a sudden now, the official talk out of Jindalee is that no, there's no such situation where they can watch these things on radar, because there's a 400-mile or 400-kilometre black spot where you can't get anything on radar whatsoever, so which covers us just nicely. And I used to talk to people who actually watch them on radar. I used to get phone calls when they're out there in that tournament. They go and have a look, and sure enough they're out there. But all of a sudden now, it's not possible, because these things, it's just a cover-up thing to keep it quiet for who knows what reasons.
So are there any real UFO sightings at Wycliff Well, or is it just a case of a smart business operator capitalising on people's imaginations? I mean, if you have a ghost sighting somewhere, it won't be long before there is a ghost tour. So is that the case at Wycliff Well? Well, we did some digging and found some interesting things. Visitors to Wycliff Well go back to the mid-19th century, when this little oasis was a stop for telegraph linemen. Now, fast forward to World War II, and Wycliff Well continued its run as a way station, now this time for servicemen. However, it was with World War II soldiers that the sightings started to be recorded of these strange lights appearing in the sky. And this is a long time before Pine Gap appeared. So many sightings, in fact, that the folks who ran the roadhouse way back then started to keep a log of strange lights streaking through the night sky. And that's a practice that is still kept up today at Wycliff Well. What do you think? Would you ever make the road trip out there? Let us know in the comments. And thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next episode.